fish, big fish, big fish. There we go. Oh! Oh my God. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Fishing with Separate video. Today we're doing something pretty exciting. We are fishing with some subscriber recommended lures today. So the subscriber that's been recommending these to me has been recommending them for every video that I've been posting for the past couple weeks. So he's been really prominent in making sure that I try these out. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn this into a series. So I'm gonna be fishing with subscriber recommended lures that you guys comment down below in the comment section. So if you wanna see me fishing with your guys' favorite trout lures, make sure to comment down below and make sure to subscribe so that I see that you guys are commenting on what lures I should use next. So I think what we're gonna start out with here today, we've got this rainbow trout color. It's a little bit smaller than this bigger 6-inch shear, but I just wanna be able to maximize the amount of bites we're gonna get here at this spot. I've had a lot of luck here at this spot before, so I'm pretty excited to see how this lure is gonna work here at this spot. All right, there we go. We got that all tied on. All we have to do now is we just have to walk down to the spot. We're gonna see how long it takes us to get luck here at this spot while using these lures. So I'll see you guys down there. We could try a cast down here too, and then we could head down that way. Maybe more hanging out down this way. It's worth a shot. We just have to be careful here not to lose our footing. Here we go. We'll just stand right up here. I can't help but to think that a bunch of them are sitting down deep, and then maybe I can't quite get down deep enough to them. Yeah, we're just gonna get going to the other spot. A lot more mosquitoes over here where I'm at right now. I need to get to that little beachy area so that we don't just get eaten alive right now by mosquitoes. I'd say one of the hardest things about this spot over here is that it's very heavily fished, which can make it really difficult to fish. The fish are really skittish. I usually have a lot of luck over here underneath this tree though, and that's where we're gonna start. Yeah, it looks really good. Hoping we can get a monster here right now. I'm not gonna give this too many tries at this spot. We're gonna move up and down quickly so that we can give the other one a fair shot too. All right, we gave it a good couple casts. We're gonna keep moving down. I'm thinking if anything's gonna bite this big one, it's gonna be a monster. So if we don't get any follows, any looks after a couple casts at one spot, we're just gonna keep moving because we're targeting a big one with this lure. And then when we switch to the other one, we can obviously get smaller trout too. Brown trout are fun to catch in this river too because it's really hard to see them. They blend in really well with like the muddy rocks on the bottom. So you could just have them come out of nowhere. Now I've had a lot of good luck down here too. And I've had a really decent sized trout come after me. So we're gonna see if we can get one to bite us right now. Still not seeing nothing coming after us. We're gonna keep working our way down. Oh my God. Oh my God. Did you guys just see that? That fish attacked it as soon as it came out of the water and he missed. Oh my God. I was not prepared for that. He came right out for it. Let's get right back out there. Come on, come on, come on. He jumped right out of the water for it. Are you kidding me? Oh, I really hope he ends up biting again. That was crazy. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, that was the craziest thing. He jumped out of the water for it. Instantly. I wasn't prepared for it because it was just so fast. That was a nice trout too. Very nice trout. We need to get back out to him. There we go, that's pretty good, that's good. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come back for us here. Throttle us. Oh, that was such a nice fish. Oh my God, that was the most wild thing I've seen. I don't know if he's gonna bite again. That was super cool. That was a really nice trout. I really want to try to get back out to him. We're gonna go real slow with it. I'm gonna try to get over more towards that tree. I'm gonna even let the water take it a little bit. Another thing we could do is we could go up in those bushes there and try to get over to that other beachy area. Like, that's another possibility. But I almost want to give that other bait a shot too, because maybe that one's not biting again because he realizes he can't fit this whole thing in his mouth. Alright, let's see what we can do here. I just really don't think we're gonna get anything under this tree. I think our best bet is under the bridge or back over where we just were, so that's what we're gonna skip to. Alright, we just had to change the battery real quick. I'm hoping we can kind of have a repeat scenario over here where I cast it out and we have one just bomb it right out of the water for it. Surprisingly enough, that fish was kind of sitting out in the shallows, which makes me think that maybe that's where I should be aiming this more, is more towards the shallow water. So I'm gonna try aiming over towards the left. It's a little bit more shallow over there. All right, one last cast here and then we're heading back down. We give that fish a little bit of time. We're gonna see if he bites, and if he doesn't bite, then we're gonna try to go over to the other beachy area where I think some of those fish are gonna be hanging out more often. Over at that beachy area, it kind of runs fast around a river bend and there's a lot more big rocks. Not as much small stuff like it is here. I'm just gonna skip right over this tree because there ain't nothing under there for now. Not that I can think of. One thing I'm really shocked of is how we didn't hook up on that fish that jumped for it. I mean, we got treble hooks on here. So you would think that if he got anywhere close, we'd get him, but I guess we're just not lucky today. But when we go over to that other beach area, we're gonna go up through here. It looks like there might be a path where someone has walked through, but we also have our net. We can kind of whack down some stuff. This looks like a meteorite. It's interesting. It's definitely not one, but all right, let's see if we can get this big one to jump out for us again. All right, nothing on that one. That time I was kind of letting it just sit on the surface. This time we're gonna give it a little bit more action. That might be what I do too to get it down deeper. I might do right here. We'll let it go down a little bit and we'll bring it up to us. That should allow it to go deeper. Yeah, we're gonna move along, boys. We're gonna go down. We're gonna make our way through this knotweed. And hopefully there's an easy way to get down there so that we don't have to fight through too much of this here. The hard part is that if there is a trail, the knotweed covers it pretty quickly. Oh yeah, look at this, boys. We made it right on over here. Oh, we still gotta be careful. Okay, so right over here is where that fish jumped. He was in the shallows. We're gonna try casting him from this angle and see if this entices him more. Huh. Oh, I thought we got a bit. I think we just hooked on some rocks, that was it. Okay, I don't think that fish is there anymore. At least he's not biting anymore. We must have just slightly hooked him when he jumped out for it, because he just hasn't done anything ever since. So I don't know if you can see, we got fast, deep running water right over there. And I'm thinking about crossing over to that island, but I do have a hole in my boot. And I really don't feel like getting my socks wet, so we're mostly just gonna try right over in here and right over to our left here. Try a little bit of both. Oh, it looks really good. It might be running a little too fast through there, I don't know. We're gonna grab our net. We're gonna keep working our way down, because I'm feeling pretty good around this area and down where these big boulders are. Feeling pretty solid about it. I thought for sure we got bit. We just hooked up on a rock. That felt so much like a bite, it was crazy. We have this whole beachy area to work right here. I'm gonna use this bait for a little bit here at this spot, and then I'm gonna switch over back to the smaller rainbow trout color. Oh, guys, big fish, big fish, big fish. There we go. Oh, no way. No way. What just happened? That fish was massive. Oh my. I think this line is starting to get fragile. No way. Guys, that was a big fish. He took our brand new. Oh no. That was my only 6-inch too. That was a big fish. That was a massive fish. Oh my God. I could just barely see him in the water. I just noticed a slight shadow in the water. Oh, man. I knew it was a fish, so I kind of slowed it down a little bit, and he nailed it. And as soon as I set the hook, I felt it pop. So it was either his teeth, because he was a big fish, or it was just the pressure. I mean, this is 8-pound test. Given this is last year's line, so I mean, it could be fragile right now, but not from what I've noticed when I was catching other big fish, so I don't know. I'm super bummed out about that one. That fish was so nice. I'm not getting as many bites with this lure. It's one thing I'm noticing, but boy, do I mean, just massive trout. I mean, everywhere. If there's a massive trout, they love this. So that's one thing I like about it. I mean, I do like catching a lot of fish, but something about catching a monster just feels different. It's like it feels like you're doing a whole different type of fishing. I don't think he's gonna bite again, obviously not, because he's got that hook up in him for sure. But I'm curious if we're gonna get more bites now that we have this smaller one tied on. I just noticed too that we left our net up here. If we would have caught him, that would have been one crazy landing. Welcome back to day 2. So I decided to make this a whole nother day in this video because I didn't want to end off with having 2 trout bite and not catching either of them. So I wanted to do another day of fishing for this video so that we can have a full another day to try to catch us a nice trout. So we're not gonna fish at the same spot. We're gonna do a different spot, and I got 2 more floating lures. So we're gonna see if it works. It's not another 6-inch, it's just 2 more of like the smaller, like 3-inch ones, I think they are. So I'm gonna get us to this spot. We're gonna get down in there, we're gonna tie on one of the newer ones, and I'm gonna use a different rod because I don't wanna use that same line just in case that line's malfunctioning. So that's the plan. Let's get to the spot and let's go see what kind of luck we can get here today. All right, we're down at the other spot. The water's not as clear as I wanted it to be, but I think it definitely is still clear enough. I got about 3 foot of visibility, so I think we should be all right. I might start out just casting above here, then I'll go down to the fast water. I always like to start where I don't think I'll catch a fish first. That way I can just get it out of the way and move on to the spot where I really want to fish. But man, it's been a while since I fished here. It's a little bit more windy at this spot. Go figure, we gotta leave. There we go. Fish, 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 fish. I don't want to spook them. Have a fish follow us in. We just had a fish follow us all the way from that ledge over there, all the way over to right here in front of us. Usually I would speak pretty loudly because I'm like excited about it, but I wanted to be quiet because I didn't know if we'd be able to catch another one. We're gonna move down to the other ledge where I thought it would be a lot better because that fish followed us from all the way over here at this ledge. So I think we're gonna have more luck over here. Now I might walk right out on this dangerous stuff here. Gotta be very careful not to fall. Okay, there we go. Here we go, fish on, boys. Nice. Tighten the drag up a little bit. Oh, he's still fighting pretty good. Nice, beautiful rainbow. Beautiful rainbow. He's just barely hooked. We need to grab the net. Nice. Woo hoo hoo hoo. All right, we need to get somewhere where we can let him go easily. Oh, this is such a beautiful rainbow trout. It's just gorgeous. Whew. Gorgeous rainbow trout. Let's see if I can actually just get this hook out of him now. That way we can just get him back in the water as soon as possible here. If he would stop squirming around. Easy there, guy. He's kind of in a weird angle here. Easy now. There we go. We got the hook out of him. And the hook's all caught up in my net, but we need to get him in the water. Nice. Now we can just get a better look at him here. This is a beautiful wild rainbow. I think it's wild, at least. It could be a stocky, but this is usually pretty big for a stock trout. I'd like to get my hooks out of this net so we could actually get a really good look at them while just keeping them in the water here. All right, I think we've done enough with this trout. Whew. All right, off in the water he goes. What a nice rainbow trout. Gorgeous. Nice. I was really skeptical if we were gonna catch anything here at this spot today. I haven't had luck at this spot in a really long time. So I'm glad we were able to come here and get it done today. Our net is all filled with mud and gunk. And we are in a spot where I could technically keep trout. But as you guys can see, there's still a lot of like flood residue around here. Like nasty, muddy water. So I didn't want to keep that trout. I don't know what he's been eating. So mostly with just this river here, all the way up and down, I'm not going to eat anything out of this river for a while. Now, if it was before the flood, I would have eaten that trout all day long. Gorgeous trout. So glad we were able to catch him. Whew. And I'm going to cast over in that same area. I feel like we finally found where they're hiding. And that's a lot better than the trout that followed us in over here. So just so you guys can get a better look at the color I'm using here. It's just like a gorgeous rainbow trout color. And you can actually see the resemblance in the pink that that trout had on it. So I do gotta say, so far, fishing with subscriber recommended lures, Bull Party was spot on. I mean, these lures are fantastic. I mean, that was a big trout too. I mean, that was probably, if I had to guess, that was close to like 14, 15 inch rainbow trout. So I do gotta say that these Rapala original floating lures worked fantastic. Definitely recommend. And I do just want to recommend to you guys one more time, if you would like for me to fish with your recommended lure, make sure to comment down below which lure you use, which size, and be very specific so that I know exactly what to buy to fish with your guys' recommended lures. And I usually don't like having to, you know, constantly jam it down people's throat to like and subscribe, but it would help out a ton for the YouTube algorithm to push this out to more people. So only if you guys really enjoy the content, then I do recommend that you do like and subscribe so that the algorithm knows what to do with our channel, because we're still very small. I'm hoping we can get another trout. The one fish that I have caught here before was also a rainbow trout. Did I just hear a fish jump? I could have sworn I heard a fish jump, but it sounded like it came from way down. So I'm not sure. I'm gonna let the water take this one as far as my line goes, because I'm almost out of line. I think what I'm gonna do, because with all my other rod and reels too, I just have like the regular line right on my rod and reel. I think with this one, I'm gonna end up putting some braid on it. That way I can just tie a swivel with some line on here, or I can just end up tying right to the braid if I'm fishing for something massive. Because I am sick and tired of breaking off on big fish. So I would like to have some braid or something on here. What's funny about that rainbow trout is I didn't see him bite it at all. It was just right here in front of us. Probably only 8 feet in front of us here. And I wasn't expecting it. I thought we hooked on the rocks because I couldn't see anything. And then when he started finally thrashing around is when I realized that we had a fish on. And that was a really good fish. I'm really happy we caught that fish. And if you're new to the channel, then you don't know, like, I do love catching nice, beautiful rainbows like that, but I love brown trout fishing. I don't know what it is. Brown trout are my favorite trout. Hands down, they're my favorite to eat and my favorite to catch. I just love the way brown trout fight. I love the way they taste. Which is lucky for me because there's so many rivers out here that have big brown trout in them. It's literally the perfect fishing around here for what I like to do. We got some grass on the tip here. I'm really hoping that these wind mufflers I got on the GoPro are working good because it's been a little windy here at this spot, so I'm hoping that the wind hasn't ruined anything. So I'm probably gonna give it like 2 or 3 more casts with this color, and then I'm gonna switch over to another color that we got because I'm curious if the other color will get more attention since it's more silvery, looks more like a wild rainbow trout. Because we do have a lot of wild rainbow trout in these rivers. All right, we'll let that one carry down a little bit. Alrighty, I decided to call it a day here. You know, we got lucky. We did get a nice, beautiful rainbow trout. I can't complain with that. You know, we had some unfortunate luck during this video as well. We had one completely jump out of the water and missed. The other one just completely broke us off, and that was a monster. But I think I'm gonna keep doing this series. This was a lot of fun. I love fishing with lures that you guys recommend, so please make sure to drop a comment down below with lures that you would like me to try to fish in one of these episodes. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and if you want some separate merch, check it in the link down below. All right, catch you guys next week.